The 5-liter aseptic transfer cap accessory lets you easily and aseptically transfer fluid from Corning's 5-liter Erlenmeyer flask. In this video, we'll review the steps for using the transfer cap to fill, sample, and empty the Corning 5-liter Erlenmeyer flask. Using aseptic techniques under sterile conditions, connect the male MPC on the transfer cap to the female MPC on the vessel containing cell culture medium and cells. Alternatively, the transfer cap tubing can be welded to the tubing of the source vessel. Adjust the regulator to the vacuum setting and set the regulator to no more than 2.5 inches or 63.5 millimeters of mercury. This should result in a flow rate of approximately 1 liter per minute. Connect the pump tubing to the vent filter on the transfer cap. Turn on the vacuum pump to pull fluid into the Erlenmeyer through the dip tube of the transfer cap. Turn off the pump once the appropriate volume has been transferred. Fluid can also be transferred by peristaltic pumping. Disconnect the pump tubing from the vent filter. Disconnect the transfer cap from the source container. Recap the MPC to maintain sterility. The liquid transfer is now complete. To aseptically sample from the 5-liter Erlenmeyer flask, use an alcohol wipe to thoroughly disinfect the needleless sample port. Attach a 10 milliliter or larger male syringe with luer lock connection to the sample port. Pull back syringe until liquid fills the dip tube and reaches the syringe. Once the desired volume of sample processing is collected, move the syringe from the sample port. Use an alcohol wipe to remove any residual liquid that remains after collecting sample. Using aseptic techniques under sterile conditions, connect the male MPC on the transfer cap to a female MPC on the receiving vessel. Connect the pump tubing to the 0.2 micron vent filter on the transfer cap. Adjust the regulator to the pressurized setting and set the regulator to no more than 1.25 pounds per square inch or 86.2 millibars. Turn on the pump to pressurize the 5-liter Erlenmeyer and push the fluid up the dip tube of the transfer cap into the receiving vessel. You will need to tip the 5-liter Erlenmeyer in order to transfer all liquid into the receiving vessel. Turn off the pump once the appropriate volume of fluid is transferred into the receiving vessel. Disconnect the transfer cap from the receiving vessel. Recap the MPC to maintain sterility. The liquid transfer is now complete. If you have any questions about this procedure, please contact your Corning bioprocess specialist or visit our website.